In one of my previous videos, I said that watching sports is very rewarding for the fans, especially for those who've been watching it for a long time. Nowadays, fans have the privilege of witnessing the greatness of the basketball of the 90s, the agility and the ruthlessness of the 2000s NBA, and the skillfulness of the current generation of players. The thing is that some of the older fans keep reminiscing about older times when the grass was greener and the majority of players played way more physically without getting into foul trouble. On the other hand, we have fans who prefer the offense-oriented, fast-paced, high-scoring basketball of today. Handles, circus layups, limitless three-pointers, a lot of three-pointers actually. Those are just some of the reasons fans like the modern league. This way, with having two basically opposite fan bases, there are a lot of debates about which era or player is the greatest. To be honest with you, I don't really think one era is better than the other. My opinion is that basketball is evolving, and there's not much you can do about it. However, we'll talk about it later. Today, I would like to discuss one of the most interesting debates in the basketball world to date. How good would the Chicago Bulls legend Dennis Rodman be if he played in the NBA today? Want to know the answer? Well then, let's dive deep into this topic. Also, I would really like to hear your opinion, as I'm very curious about what you, my dear subscribers, NBA fans, and just passing by viewers, think about the league's future. Now grab some snacks, get yourself comfortable, and enjoy this video. But before that, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell to get updates on our latest NBA content. Let's keep rolling. Dennis Rodman is one of the most polarizing stars in NBA history, no doubt about it. We all know how eccentric and bizarre Dennis can get with the media, and at this point, we are all used to that. However, even after 21 years have passed since his retirement, this man is still capable of shaking the media world up. Last month on Last Send podcast, he said the following about whether he likes watching the modern NBA. Not really. Seriously, not really. It's just very hard to watch because once you've played the game the way we played, intensity, just competitiveness. I don't want to watch players come down and shoot 50-footers. That's not basketball. Wow, a bit harsh, but still, everybody has the right to express their opinion, and I think many fans can relate to this mindset. Yes, there is no doubt the game has changed a lot since the last time Dennis Rodman played on a court. But the question is, would there be a chance for Rodman to succeed in the modern NBA? Here's my opinion. Why he would. He is the man on defense. Do we even need to discuss it? One of the most complete defenders in the history of the game, Dennis could guard any position from 1 to 5, except maybe fast guards and very long centers, although there were not many at that time. Rodman was versatile, agile, and had a high defensive IQ. Also, he was great at mind games, crawling under his opponent's skin, pushing the right buttons to make his matchup break character. Rodman is arguably the best man-to-man defender in NBA history. In his career path, he successfully defended GOAT candidates like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Karl Malone, and even Shaquille O'Neal. Also, Dennis is considered one of the most effective defenders against Shaq in his career, and that says a lot considering that at one point, Rodman was playing against the near-prime Shaquille. Not to mention that in Dennis's prime, he was guarding Michael Jordan at the perimeter and was also frequently called one of the best defenders ever to match up with MJ. Dennis was very athletic, yet very smart, and had a seemingly unlimited gas tank. Phil Jackson, a legendary coach who worked with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, once called Rodman the best athlete he ever coached, and said at the end of a 48-minute game, Dennis seemed ready to play another 48 minutes. He had an incredible passion for the game, even at the age of 34, and he gave his best on the defensive end to help his team. That's how great Rodman really was on this side of the court, and I'm pretty sure that he would still catch up with the majority of today's players, although there's one but regarding this question. We'll talk about it later. Rodman possessed one of the best rebounding skills ever. This one is not even debatable. Dennis might go down as the greatest rebounder basketball has seen. Yes, Chamberlain and Russell had better stats, but had a higher rebounding percentage of all available rebounders than Wilt and Russell. Despite being undersized for his position, Rodman was able to out-rebound anybody on the court. This man led the NBA in rebounds per game for 7 seasons straight, once having a tremendous stat of 16.7 boards a game. To describe the Rodman phenomenon, I'll leave this story which Isaiah Thomas once told. We were standing in the layup line, warming up and shooting, and Rodman was standing back and watching everybody shoot. I said, "Hey, come on, you have to participate. Everybody's shooting layups. You have to shoot layups too." And he said, "I'm just watching the rotations on the basketball." I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "Like when you shoot, your ball spins 3 times in the air. Joe's sometimes has 3.5 or 4 times. That's how far Rodman had taken rebounding, to a totally different level, like off the charts. He knew the rotation of every person that shot on our team, if it spins sideways, where it would bounce, how often it would bounce left or right. He had rebounding down to a science, and I never heard anyone think or talk about rebounding and defense the way he could break it down. There's really not much I can further say about this man's incredible rebounding skills. The maestro. And now let's imagine this man playing in today's league. Some might argue that it wouldn't be that easy for Dennis to grab that many rebounds due to the higher frequency of long-range shots, which makes the whole process more difficult. Obviously, a basketball bounces off the rim much further than it does after a layup attempt. But let's be honest. Do you think that the man who practiced this part of the game like nobody else wouldn't be able to adjust to catching boards off the three-pointers? I doubt it. Yes, the number of boards per game might lower a bit, but not that much. And while rebounding has always been an overlooked part of the game, I still think it's a very important puzzle piece, especially for high-shooting teams like the Warriors. Also, seeing Rodman play for the modern NBA teams would be incredible, even though the NBA today does have some prolific rebounders. Now, let's talk about reasons why Dennis wouldn't succeed in today's NBA. His troublesome attitude. Yes, we all know that Rodman is eccentric, and that's both his curse and a blessing. In all the teams he played on, it seemed like only Phil Jackson could make the most of Dennis Rodman, all due to his professionalism and open-minded attitude. He never tried to tame Dennis and built a game plan around his strengths. That's what made him so effective on court. However, I'm not quite sure there are coaches like Phil at the moment, besides Pop and Kerr. So acquiring Rodman is like rolling a dice. Lacking offensive skills might be crucial for Dennis to become a starter. Today's NBA heavily relies on scoring, and not every team in the league can have a player who can't score. Looking at you, Ben Simmons. Why is it a problem, you would say, if Rodman is known for his defense? The problem is, would Rodman be able to play that well on defense with today's strict rules? The league has become way less physical. No hand checking, post-game is almost non-existent, a perimeter rule, etc. The question is whether Rodman would be able to adapt to today's rules, where you have to rely on quickness rather than pure strength. And what is your opinion? Do you think that Dennis Rodman would be great nowadays? Which team would be great with Dennis? Tell us what you think in the comments down below. And once again, make sure to leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button to catch up with the best NBA content. If you like this video, make sure to watch my other videos about recent NBA news. Thank you for watching.